Enterprise Management 360.
Okay, I'm here with Hannah Sims, who's the product manager of Perkbox Medical, and we wanted to find out how Perkbox Medical is helping employees at the moment.
Sure, so our vision at Perkbox is to help employees succeed inside and outside of work.
Sure.
Now, the face of the workplace is changing. Employees are working longer, they're part of an always-on culture, and actually they are multitasking more than ever before. And
Right.
This is causing huge increases in the stress levels, huge increases in the number of mental health concerns that businesses are facing from their staff. The healthcare solutions out there at the moment that are available in the kind of wider market do tend to be fairly expensive, which actually outprices them for the majority of the market. It makes them instantly inaccessible to the majority of UK businesses, particularly on the smaller to medium-sized end of the spectrum, which is what makes up a large part of our customer base. But they also tend to be very admin heavy to manage, so you have to upload users manually, you have to the buying process is very complex usually.
Right.
You've got to go through a number of different providers or brokers to even come to a solution to which policy is best for you and your business. So it's very difficult for businesses in the smaller region to actually get any of these products up and off the ground and to actually start having an impact on employee health. So what we're trying to do with Perkbox Medical is make healthcare affordable, accessible, and easy to manage for anyone at any company. So the product at the moment consists of an online GP, which is basically an app that allows employees to access fully qualified and UK trained private GPs on the go, on their app digitally. They can book a consultation on the app, they can speak to the GP, and they can actually have their prescriptions delivered to their home, to their work, or to their local pharmacy. So that's the first piece of the app. And the second piece that slots into that it plugs into that, is our smart insurance product. So what we've done is we've looked at the top causes of absenteeism in the UK, and we've looked at the main areas in the NHS that are particularly challenging at the moment, and we've built our elements of cover around that. So we're talking about things like physiotherapy, things like digital or face-to-face mental health counselling, things like specialist consultations or diagnostics, MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, things that will appeal to a younger audience as well as the older audience. There's a bit of a stigma out there that kind of dictates that health insurance is only appropriate for employees of an older generation.
Right, of course.
And obviously with millennials coming through and making up around 50% of the workforce these days, demands are changing. People don't want access to full cancer treatment, heart treatment, brain surgery. They want the things that matter in an everyday life. And actually we've got the awesome NHS to help us in other areas. So we've been very careful, and we've curated our cover to really slot around those main challenges, and in doing so we've managed to really bring the cost down. We've managed to nearly halve the cost compared to other providers out there on the market.
There's a little bit of worry sometimes. You're talking about how now people are under more stress than ever in the workspace, and there's a little bit of a worry now that actually getting medical coverage can be incredibly convoluted. Mm-hmm. There's not the same simplicity that people would need. A lot of time, let's say I'm suddenly in a position where I'm having health problems, whether it's mental or physical, and I need that help, and I have to go through hundreds of different pages of medical documents. Is there a way that Perkbox Medical is simplifying this for employees at the moment?
So I think that accessibility piece around insurance is a big challenge at the moment, particularly for the modern individual as well as business. So what tends to happen with traditional healthcare benefits is that you receive your policy into your inbox, on a one-off occasion, it goes to your work email and it just sits there in your inbox.
Yeah.
At that time, it's very unlikely that you actually need that cover, so you disregard it. You think, great, somebody loves me out there, they've given me access to private medical insurance, that will be maybe useful one day. Further down the line, it gets to the stage where you actually need to use these products, and it's difficult. It's a horrible user journey. You go to your GP, they give you an open referral or a referral of some sort, and then it's up to you to work out whether what they're referring you for is actually included in your policy and how to actually start that claims journey. And when that's all contained within one policy that just simply sits in your inbox back from December 2014, it's pretty difficult to find. And it's at that time in life when you need the most support. You need to know that that journey is very easy. So what we're trying to do with Perkbox Medical is make that policy and cover and claims process very transparent, very clear to the user, and also digitally accessible. So we have a mobile app, we also have a web app, so it sits within the Perkbox platform, and on those pages it dictates exactly what is covered, exactly what isn't covered, and exactly sort of where the limitations are, so as a user you can see. We also have our online GP product that is very heavily integrated with our insurance product. So as an employee, as I come through and speak to my GP, the GP will actually have visibility over what level of cover I have as an employee. And that will really help to streamline the journey. It will help to join the dots, and it will help the employee to be supported at that time in need.
I think as well, making the journey for the GP then easier makes the treatment for the employee easier as well. You know,
Exactly.
there's less miscommunication happening.
Exactly, and all of the GP notes are also hosted digitally within the app, which
Great.
also means that on any further healthcare or any further treatment, as a GP, you can just bring the notes up, but also as an employee, those notes can be brought up. I can show them to any health professional, and again, it helps to join the dots in that user journey. So it's very empowering. It's a very, very powerful product.
That's fantastic. It's been lovely speaking to you today, Hannah.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.
So we've had a great time here at Perkbox today. We met some interesting people, seen some cool talks. You had some great interviews as well.
I did, yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I think it's time to call it a day though, so should we head back?
I think so.
And we're back. Did you change?
I did change.
Ridiculous. There's some more events coming up in the next couple of weeks, aren't there?
Yeah, I'm really excited for the B2B Marketing Expo as well as the Customer and User Experience Expo, both on the 27th to 28th of March. I don't know which one I'm going to go to, but I'm excited for both of them. So we should probably head down to those.
Damn right.
If you're interested in generating leads for your business, you can contact us via the Tell Us Your Audience page. We can generate your content across North America, APAC and Europe, generate SQLs and MQLs right back to you.
We'll see you next week for another episode of Tech Chat.